What's up, guys? We are back in the US of A. It's been quite some time. We're finally turning Global Trail Guide into a global channel, which is awesome. So glad to be in another country and riding. I'm actually back in the Chicago suburbs, right near my hometown. We are riding at Beulah Park in Zion. They have some awesome mountain bike trails here. It was the second race that I'd ever done before, cross-country race, of course. Here in the Midwest, everything is flat as can be, but Beulah has some amazing features, skinnies, jumps. They really know how to spice up these trails and keep it super interesting. Let's go drop in and have some fun. Oh, and as you can see, I borrowed a friend's ride, so I'm riding on his Trek Roscoe 8 hardtail. I want to give a huge shout out to my friend Joe. He hooked me up. I would not be able to be riding right now if it weren't for him. So, all right, now let's go drop in and have some fun. All right, we are at the top of the different downhill lines that you can choose from. Man, riding here is really throwing it back. It's been quite some time since I rode here, and it's also kind of comical riding here in the Midwest of the United States where it's super flat compared to the huge mountains in Italy and Switzerland that I've been riding. But anyways, we're gonna go drop in. There's like 4 or 5 different lines here, and it's so much fun. They really make the best with what they have available to them in terms of downhill. Let's go drop in.
A short pedal here brings us back to where we started. I have to say, it's nice just having a quick 50 to 100 foot climb instead of the 1,000-foot climbs that I'm used to. You can just get a ton of laps in super quick, and it's a nice change of pace. So we're at the top again. Let's drop in.
Another really cool thing to see is how much I've progressed with riding since I was learning how to ride here. And even then I've been back a few times, and now compared to even just a couple years ago when I was here last, it is such a big difference. And then on top of that, I'm riding a hardtail and I'm not worried about anything. It's hard to tell, but behind me is a really steep section of trail. It's short and sweet, but the roots on it are gnarly, and it's definitely pretty tough, and it's super intimidating. And now it's like nothing, doesn't even faze me. Just ride right through it. It's really cool to see that progression that's happened over the years, coming back to old trails that I haven't ridden in forever, and now it's just like a night and day difference.
Speaking of a night and day difference, I'm about to hit this log ride that's on a downhill, and it's awesome. but I also have footage of me hitting this in 2016 before I even had mountain bike gear. And oh man, I've got my BMX helmet on, tight shorts, flat pedals. This is my first full suspension bike I ever bought. It's so cool to see the difference in progression over time. Obviously, I could still ride back then. I had a lot of technical ability from the time I started mountain biking because of racing BMX. But man, how things have changed.
We're gonna head over to the section that's filled with skinny wood features. I love skinnies, can't wait to get over there. Let's go have some fun. The trail that we're headed down now to get over to the skinnies is very typical to the types of trails that you'll find in the Midwest. Just some nice single track, occasional routes here and there that add to the difficulty of the trail, and flat, just winding back and forth through the woods in the trees. But it's so nice because here in the Chicago suburbs, there's so much urban sprawl and housing development and everything else. It's nice to be able to get out into the woods like this and escape for a great ride and take it in nature. Man, it feels so good to be back. So much fun. That said, I'm really glad to be able to have real mountains to ride, but I'm not complaining. Beulah is such a fun trail system. Oh. First skinny coming up, a teaser of what's ahead. There we go. That's one thing I wish Italy had a lot more of, skinnies. I love skinnies, they are so much fun. All right, guys, we are at the skills area. Just wait until you see some of these features. It's wild. It gets pretty serious to start things off. Yeah. First time doing that one clipped in. Man. Then it just keeps on going. I love this section. Tight trees, super awkward cinder block skinny that just gets tighter. There we go. Oh. Little U. Yep. Hop up, down we go, and it gets super skinny. Woo! And that's a lap around the skills area. Got a little blind ledge drop coming up, so let's send it. Beulah is a trail system that seriously has so many hidden gems throughout it. Once you learn this place really well, it's so much fun. There's just so many little hips and jumps and side hits that you can pop off of around the trail system. Beulah's trail system kind of twists and winds through the woods, a whole bunch of trail intersections. It can be kind of confusing. However, it's only about 5 or 6 miles of trail if I had to guess. So just keep going. You can't really get too lost or anything like that, and you'll get a feel for the trail, and nothing's directional. So you can do it one way and then turn around and do it the other way. Just always be cautious of oncoming riders. Anyways, we're gonna go hit a sweet line that I love. Let's go hit it. I love this line. That is such a good line, so much fun. As far as Midwest downhill gets, that's about cream of the crop right there. No pun intended with cream of the crop for the Midwest. So that is Beulah Bike Park in Zion, Illinois. Hey, just wanted to say, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Global Trail Guide. Thanks so much for being here. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I travel all over the world riding all sorts of different trail systems. Right now, I'm staying in Italy, and I have a ton of amazing videos from all the sweet riding in the Italian Alps, as well as other parts of Europe. So be sure to go check that out. In addition to that, while I'm here in my hometown, I'm gonna be checking out all the Northern Illinois, Southern Wisconsin trail systems that everybody loves, including me. I love these trails. It's where I learned how to mountain bike, and it's so much fun being back in the hometown at the trails that I learned on. So we're gonna be hitting up other trail systems like Silver Lake, might even make it out to Kettle Moraine, and right now we just checked off Beulah, might head down to Raceway Woods down in Carpentersville, and also go into Little Switzerland Bike Park just north of Milwaukee. So again, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tell me where to ride next.